She made sure I recognized that was me and my attorney, and so I signed it.
Permission to publish it, Your Honor, the portion.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Then we're speaking of happened April 12th, 2015, at 2110 Browns Mill Road. The reps APD. Okay, whose vehicle?
And then I.
Then we're speaking of happened April 12th, 2015, at 2110 Browns Mill Road. The reps APD case number 151022458. Incident time is between 21:30 hours and 21:48 hours. Mr. Murphy, if you would, tell me what you were doing just before this incident occurred, and where you were.
I'll speak up so we can tell you. I was at the spot, at the spot, Hot Rock spot.
Hot Rod spot?
I forgot the name of the street, but off Broman.
Okay, when you say spot, what do you mean?
House.
Just a regular house? Is that where he lives? Or lived?
A house where everybody hung out at.
Okay.
And, we were just chilling.
Okay, who all was there with you?
Me, Fatty, and no, was in the back.
Anybody else?
Can't remember. I think it was like a Jay working the door or something.
When you say working the door, what do you mean? You said working the door.
Yeah, answering the door.
Oh, is it like a dope house? Do they sell dope out the house? Like, I'm just trying to. You saying working the door? Like, why do you think somebody? Okay. So you, Fatty, and Nard, and maybe a Jay that was at the house.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. What happened next?
We were just chilling, high, and Nard came out the back.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Let's ride, yeah, we gotta ride." And I was like, "All right." So when I got up, he walked back in the kitchen, and when I got up, he handed me a chopper.
So Nard handed you a chopper?
Mm-hmm.
Who all left?
Me, him, and Fatty.
Okay. Whose vehicle were you all in?
Bentley.
And what type of vehicle was that?
The white Jeep truck, the white truck.
The white truck. This part here is important. What exactly did Nard say when he came out the back? And I'm assuming you and Fatty were in the front of the house. Mm-hmm. When he came out that back room, what exactly, as best as you can remember, were his words?
I think the best I can remember was, I think he said, "Let's ride, let's ride."
What did you take that to mean?
Like something going down, we gotta ride.
Okay. Something bad going down?
Yeah, like something going down.
Okay. Why did you take the assault rifle from him?
Why did I take the assault rifle from him? To be honest, like, I thought it was finna go down, like, right there. I thought somebody would come to the spot. Cause we had so much going on, like, beef in the streets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I thought some nigga about to pull up on the spot.
Okay.
But then when we jumped in the truck, I knew we were going to either do something or something had went down. We had to pull up on the scene.
Okay. Did he say why you guys had to ride or who called him?
Not at that moment.
Not at that moment. When did you find out?
When I got to the scene.
When you got to the scene? Okay. And what was the scene?
The store.
The gas station? Okay. So when you got to the gas station, continue from that point.
When we pulled up to the gas station, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Nod got out first, or me and him got out at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And we walked to the front of the store. When we walked to the front of the store, we opened the door.
Mm-hmm.
And when we pulled up, I seen the car Bentley was driving earlier, which was Hot Rod car.
The car that they were.
Like something.
The car that Bentley then was in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sedan car. It's black. Bentley was driving earlier, so I seen it and I knew it was like, you know what I'm saying. So when we opened the door, I seen Bentley and I'm like, come out, you know what I'm saying. I'm holding the door open, like, in the middle of the door. Come out. And they were acting scared, like.
When you say they, who are you talking about? Who did you see at the store?
I seen Bentley and I seen Hot Rod, like standing in the back, like talking to somebody on the phone or something.
And who else did you see?
Bentley and Hot Rod in that part.
Okay.
And then they told Nod something. And then Nod came out and he pointed at the car.
Pointed at which car?
And,
Okay.
He pointed at the car of the victim. And then that's when I ran up to it. But I think either he pointed at the car or they were like, it's this such and such car, like, it's them in this car, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I ran up to the car with the people with the gun.
What was your purpose in doing that?
Like I can't really remember, I was so high. To be honest. I was so drugged out and so gone out my mind, I wasn't even who I really was.
But you remember running up to the victim's car?
Yeah, I remember running up to the car.
Do you remember? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I remember running up to the car, and then, like, I could see movement in the car, and then the window came down. Mm-hmm. So I backed up.
Did you at any time point that chopper at their vehicle? It was already pointed at their car? Okay, when you say Bentley, what other name do you know him as? Or do you know his real name?
Bentley.
You don't know his real name? What about Hot Rod?
Hot Rod.
But you don't know a real name for them? What about Fatty?
I know his last name's weird, John, but I like that.
Weird, like what?
Kirkendall.
Okay. What about Nard? Do you know his real name?
I think his real name Bernard.
Bernard? Okay. So what was the conversation from after you pointed the assault rifle at the victim's car? Mm-hmm. What did you do after that?
At that point, I seen movement in the car and the window came down and I backed off the car.
And then what?
And then I think I walked back to the store, the door of the store, or the front entrance of the store, where everybody was standing. And then the car spurred out. Mm-hmm. They pulled up and then like, they ride, everybody, they ride. And we jumped, they jumped in the car and we jumped in the car.
Okay, what was the conversation in the car?
Really no conversation, it was just no conversation. Everybody was high.
And then before, let me ask you something real quick. You say that you can't remember some of these things because you were so high. What were you high on? It's just marijuana or what?
Molly.
Molly. And how?
Molly, Percocet.
Do you remember about how much you took?
Probably 3 grams, 4 grams.
Of what?
Molly.
Plus the Percocet. Plus Percocet. How many pills of Percocet?
Probably 2 or 3.
is that something that your body's used to? Is that like the normal dose that you usually take to feel good, or?
That's over the limit.
Okay.
Over the limit for my body, especially the Molly.
And how often do you use Molly?
Probably like 4 times a week.
Okay.
4 days a week.
4 days.
4 times, 4 days a week.
And about how much do you take when you usually take Molly?
Probably like a gram.
Okay.
A gram and a half on a good night.
All right. So, go on.
Okay. So when you guys pulled out the service station, what happened at that point?
We pulled out the service station, and I think we pulled out in front of them. But when the car pulled out, they spurred off.
The victim's car?
Yeah, they went down John Road.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went down Brownville.
Okay.
But I think they was behind us first. Bentley.
Okay.
I think they was behind us first. And then once we came to the street, where Dobbs Elementary,
Harper Road.
and then we seen the car again. And he like, these niggas think he said like, these niggas think I'm playing. And we pulled up like in between, in the middle of the street. Like
Who said that?
No, the driver.
And what were you seeing? Tell her. You tell her.
When I got back in the car, I was in the passenger seat.
The front or back?
The front passenger seat.
Okay. And where was Nard?
No, I was in the driver's seat.
And who was the third person you said?
Fatty was in the back.
Fatty was in the back seat?
Behind Nard.
Behind you or
No.
behind Nard? Okay. So when Nard said, these niggas think I'm playing with them?
Yeah, I think. Fatty was like, there they go. And I'm like, oh, these niggas think I'm playing. And he pulled in because we on the right side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled in the middle of the street, so now we like, the yellow line, like in between the car and in between our car.
Here's your hands.
Like the yellow line in between the yellow line. We in between on both sides of the line.
And the car is on which side of y'all?
The driver's side, which is the left side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they had the stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
And so Bentley don't go around us and keep straight.
Keep straight down Brownsville.
Brownville. And I let the windows down.
You said Nard let the window down?
The windows down.
And then what?
And shot.
Show your hands. Here's your hands.
I let the windows down. On the thing, pull the stick out the flow boat.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on the seal of the window. Shot.
Okay.
Did he hit the driver's side or the passenger side?
At the passenger side.
He hit the passenger side of the victim's vehicle. Did you shoot at all?
No.
Did Fatty have a firearm?
Yes, handgun.
He had a handgun. Do you remember what caliber? Do you know if he shot?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Then what happened after Nard shoots?
He shot, I think the max is 5, but I think 4 times.
Okay.
Pulled off.
Where did you guys go after that?
Went back to the spot.
And continue on.
We went back to the spot. They were there, then they were in the conversation.
When you say they were there, who you speaking about?
And Hot Rod was leaving though. I think he was getting his stuff. Like everybody was clearing out the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Cause we knew, you know what I'm saying? No, I just shot them folks. So everybody's phone calling. My ride trying to get somewhere to go. You know what I'm saying? So I think Fatty had a hot box, so Fatty got in the hot box either.
When you say hot box, you got to speak layman's term.
Stolen car.
A stolen car. You remember what kind of car it was? When you guys came back to the house, where'd you park?
Across the street from the house.
Across the street from the house?
In the house, yeah.
Okay. What happened with the firearms?
No, he got me and put them up.
Put them up where?
In the house, in the back.
He took Fatty's weapon as well? That was Fatty's gun?
Yeah.
So, who did you call to come pick you up?
I think I called my girl, but I think I got in the car. Yeah, I got in the car with Fatty first.
Okay. What's your cell phone number then?
I had a phone.
Well, how did you call your girl to come pick you up?
I used somebody else's phone.
Whose phone did you use?
I can't recall whose phone I used.
Well, who all was at the house when you got back?
When I got back, the person who was left in the house, which was the J who was answering the door, and Nod, me, Bentley.
Okay, what's your girl's cell phone number?
Your Honor, we're gonna just jump past, the phone number provided. We're gonna pause at 2455. We're gonna pause at 2455 because of this phone number.
Okay.
We're gonna do a 2502.
Back in April 2015. About how long do you think you guys were from time you first left the house and then everything happened with the shooting to the time you guys got back to the house? How much time you think lapsed between that?
Say that again.
From the time you guys first left the house and then everything happened at the store and then the shooting happened to when you guys got back to the house, about how long you think it was total time? When you left the house to when you got back to the house?
How long? In 10 or 15 minutes.
10 or 15?
Yeah, from 15 to 10 minutes.
Okay. So, your girl comes into I'm sorry, you said you left in the car with who?
Fatty.
With Fatty. Who was driving that car?
Fatty.
Where did you go to?
He dropped me off on the street
Up the street where?
at my partner boot house.
Book house. Was there any conversation after the fact? Who exactly called Nard to, I guess, say, let's ride? Who made that call?
Bentley.
How sure are you it was Bentley?
I'm scared from 1 to 10, like a 6 or 7.
Why did you say that Bentley called? Like, did someone tell you that, or are you just assuming?
Nah, I ain't assuming. I know Bentley. That's what Bentley do. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How I ain't gonna call nobody. He just gonna be like, hey, call such and such.
Mm-hmm. So Bentley made the call to Nard, and Nard basically told you guys,
Yeah.
let's ride. Okay.
I never told y'all why.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Pause that for a second.
Yeah.
You want to step out?
No, it can't. I just want.
It is 11:42 a.m. We're back recording. Mr. Russell had a chance to talk briefly with his client, and we're going to continue with the proffer.
Okay. We still been kind of working the case since the last time we spoke, and we reviewed the video again and again and showed a couple people the video and, the still shots and all of that. And Fatty's name has been only used by you as being involved. And that's really our major objective, is to get everybody involved. So I really need to know if Fatty was that third person in the car with you guys. Because in my own opinion, and I've seen the video, it doesn't resemble Fatty. So I really need to know if that was Fatty.
I mean, so many of us, and you know what I'm saying? I don't want to lie, but I remember Fatty being there though.
You remember Fatty being in the car, or you remember Fatty being at the house?
I remember Fatty being in the truck with us.
In the truck with you all. Okay. How long you think you've known Fatty? Or known of him?
I met Fatty like earlier, like when, let me see, I met Fatty like the summer before this happened.
The summer before this happened? So you see him pretty often in the neighborhood?
Yeah, a couple times a month. We hang out.
Tell me if that's Fatty. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Right on there, who you recognize that as, and sign and date your name. Today's date is 2/16/2016. Do you remember what color firearm Fatty had?
Color is mine.
No.
So many guns get passed down. I don't remember the color.
Okay. And if you have any other questions.
No, I can't. Was there any discussion after the shooting on if anybody was hit, if you know somebody was hit, or did y'all know that somebody was shot?
No, I didn't know at all.
Was there any discussion the next day, week after? Did y'all realize somebody was hit?
Actually, to be honest, like, after I came down there high, and I realized what I had been through all that day, I ain't see them for like another probably a month or something.
Was that by choice, or was it like lay low, or what was it?
Like, that choice, like, I got too high that night. I ain't trying to be around, you know what I'm saying?
Now, let me just clarify one thing. When you pulled up on the car and you're saying that Nard pulled the window up and he got to stick out the window and then he shot maybe a maximum of 4 times, the victim's car, was it facing you? Were y'all facing each other, or was the victim's car going in the same direction as your car?
Can I show him?
The victim's car.
Okay.
You can draw it out if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna write the streets. So if this here is Browns Mill, and let's say Harper Road runs this way, right? Draw on there the positions of you guys' car. Okay.
We in the middle of the street, though. Like, if this where that intersection is, we in like we up here.
So did you guys like angle your car where they couldn't pass? Or
Yeah, like he blocked them off.
Blocked them up.
So the drivers are facing each other. Right, like you can, your car can see the front of the car.
I think I understand what you're saying.
They driver is where he at. If I'm Nard and that's me, they driver is where he at, and
I got
you
you.
the passenger.
I got
oh, so it was like at the intersection.
Exactly.
it was at the intersection, so Nard's driver's side door would be facing. Which, if this is you guys' car,
Yeah,
right?
if this
is
our
the
car,
driver's
no,
side
all
door.
I gotta do is look right here, and that's them.
That's
That's
them. I got you. Do you understand?
So it wasn't.
Let me see your phone real quick.
You might want to fast forward, given what we just discussed.
Okay.
And we stopped at 34.4. And we're going to resume at 34.50.
To let them go about their business.
I think it was. Yeah, it was more like let me get out their way and let me make sure they can't follow them. Like,
Gotcha.
I got you. Do you recognize this person in the white shirt? This is the same person here.
I don't recognize him.
What was being said in that frame? Like, why y'all right there like that? Like, what was the conversation trend?
Right there, and that comes. I'm like, I don't know who. So I'm like, all I know is Bentley, Nod, Hot Rod. So these niggas, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to up on them.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm so high and so scared. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm more scared of me hurting somebody and getting hurt than anything, and I'm high at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then to the point where I got like that, I think when we came out the store, I was like, put that up,
He was saying, put what up?
the gun,
Put the gun up.
put it up, like hide it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like not put it up, I just cover it up.
Why didn't you shoot the car when you first was about to?
Cause I thought they finna shoot me.
So you backed off? Okay, when...
Answer that question. Did you back off? Yes or no?
Yes, I backed off the car.
Okay.
I did run up on the car
Mhm.
with my gun. But when I saw the movement and the vehicle, when the window came down the vehicle, I backed off. I was scared.
Okay.
So we fast forward a little bit for when the cars are blocking each other, and you say that Nart pulls on the window and shoots. Was he shooting with his own rifle, or was he using your rifle?
Nah, he was using his rifle.
And what was your rifle at that time?
My rifle was in the floorboard of my seat, like it
And-
wasn't in the floorboard, like laying down, but it was standing up in between my legs.
And now, as you know, they shell cases are collected and they will be examined and all that. From what you're telling us, from what you remember, only one gun was fired that day.
Yeah.
So if shell casings come back, they should all come back to that one rifle.
To that one fire pin, yeah.
Okay. So there's the guy in the back, which you believe was Fatty, with a handgun. There should be no handgun shell casings anywhere, and there should only be one 223s or whatever caliber y'all were using.
Yeah, if Fatty didn't shoot, but I'm not sure if he shot because you got to think we crammed up in this truck. It's a photo and it's a mini truck, but the assault rifle loud.
But if he shot, it would be a completely different caliber because only you have an assault rifle and Nard has an assault rifle. The person in the back has a handgun. Okay.
Oh, also, did you own an assault rifle? Or where did you get that assault rifle from?
I got it from the spot. I got it from when I bring it out the back, which is always in the spot. It's always in there.
Why so?
go down. Like in a case like this.
Okay.
More if like somebody try to rob the spot or we beef with, you know, if and all that, so they try to roll up on the spot.
Were you at the house when they initially, when Hot Rod and Bentley left?
I pulled up. I think I was looking for him.
You were pulled up in what?
I think I pulled up with Fatty. I can't really remember. But I know I pulled up, like, trying to get high. Like, trying to come kick him.
So you and Fatty were together before y'all came to the house? Okay.
It's okay, I got you.
And briefly, I'm just going to ask about the gang affiliation again. Can you again tell me what gang you're affiliated with, member of, and also if there is any type of rank?
Blood.
Okay, what's the set?
6 months murder, but I ain't, as of now, I'm not blood, but.
Well, I'm talking about then.
Yeah.
You sex, money, murder? Would that be consistent with YSL? Is that the same gang?
YSL, you could be Crip, you could be whatever.
Okay, explain that to me.
Pee Wee Roscoe or Crip, you YSL.
Well, I'm not talking about
Just talk
specific people.
I'm blood.
So
I
you're
was the blood, but now we YSL. They don't know nobody like us, no matter where we go. Now,
What you mean now?
like since everything been happening in the street, what been happening?
So what you mean by that is that at the time, Bloods were YSL, but since all this beef has been happening with YSL, it's
cut
its
us
own
off.
thing.
They cut us off and let
Okay.
us and made everybody like try to attack us when they see us.
So were you also YSL at the time?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but now YSL is not a Blood. YSL, it's its own thing.
YSL was always his own thing then. That's why they mad.
Okay.
Cause they saying, how you gonna be YSL and it's Bloods and Crips and niggas who ain't nothing, niggas who, you know what I'm saying? Niggas everywhere, not from YSL, all around the world.
okay. How long had you been a Blood from that date? From April?
2 years, a year.
2 years?
I said say 2 years,
2 years?
cause it's 2016 now.
How long had YSL been in existence?
Since about 2013, YSL.
So before you were YSL, you were Blood, like sex, money, murder.
Before, when I was YSL, before I was Blood.
Okay. So then, once you got a part of YSL,
Yeah, then we became Chess Money Murder.
you became sex, money, murder.
All the people that were with you that day, were all of them YSL? Everybody that you have talked about today?
No, not everybody.
Who was YSL from that day?
Bentley, and Fatty.
Bentley, Nard, and Fatty.
Not Hot Rod?
Does he have any gang affiliation?
What is Bentley to you? How do you know him?
I just met him on the streets.
Do you know what he does? Like, what's his job?
He used to work for Thor. He was his, I think his manager for a minute. And then he started stealing, got fired. And then after that, he just went back to, I guess, whatever he was doing, selling dope.
Did he grow up with y'all?
Then he do what?
Where did he grow up at? I think
I think he was on Jungle Road.
When this happened, was he still working for Thug, or had he already been fired then?
I think he already been fired then.
does he have some type of rank, or was he YSL or anything? Gang affiliated, or he just was associated by the business?
Nah, it been YSL too.
I think I'm done with my line of questioning. Did you have any more? Did you have anything, Dennis?
In your role, you having talked to us about going to the spot to get high, and also that there had been some people trying to get to you guys. You mentioned IF gang. That's probably why you needed to tool up that day. So how do you fit into this structure? How do you get paid by them? Do you just get free drugs? Do you get a cut of whatever money they get? How do you get paid as a member of YSL?
You don't get paid. You just get how you live, man.
Do you need to?
You gotta get it on your own.
Do you need to pay some taxes? Whatever you get, do you need to share it with the crew?
Now, the home niggas went in prison.
So how did you make your money at that time?
I was robbing, stealing, whatever I had to do.
So when you steal something, say you steal $1,000, all of that yours, or do you need to give some back to YSL?
Get something back.
How much do you need to give back?
At least $150.
Okay, so every time you have a lick, you have to pay $150. Who do you pay it to?
Just look out, just look out for the homie called the Red Box. You just look out for whoever ain't got none.
All right, so somebody that might be in custody needs some money in their books.
Yeah.
But who do you tell? How do they know that you are doing your part? How do they keep track of you actually paying your dues?
Cause if I did it, they like something to brag about, and a nigga gonna check and see if you did it. I sent such and such money. You know what I'm saying?
How do you brag on Instagram, or how do you brag about it?
However, just put the receipt on Instagram, show a nigga with the receipt. You know what I'm saying? I got the green dot receipt, bro.
Okay.
So basically, since you've been in custody for 7 months, basically that same favor has been returned to you from other YSL members, basically, correct?
You gotta be down the road to get a green dot.
So not in Fulton County.
I think you might have looked at some pictures, but today I would like to go over some of the pictures again. If you can tell us who is who with Bentley and Hadra and all of them. You need a set of those.
I think I don't have any more.
I got a question. Do you mind us asking about the robberies and the other incidents?
We're going to stop it right here, Your Honor, at 40. At 4602, and then replay at 42222. 4602, we're stopping. We'll replay at 4622.
Whichever ones you want to use.
I think I may have just regular pictures.
So now with that said, with a very clear disclaimer from your attorney, has there been any threats made to you?
About this right here.
Even by who?
Even with me. Even about a boatload.
What type of threats have been made?
Before Nod got in custody, you know your girl was your mama's like.
So do you know who's saying that?
He just saying to other niggas, like I call home and he's like, I think you're gonna tell, bro. It's like, you know where your baby, if you tell, you know where your baby mom stay, you know where your mom stay.
Does your girl, does she have the contact information for the investigators?
I don't think so.
All right, well, if you want, after this, if you want to give us her contact info, they'll reach out to her so she has a person to call if something does happen, okay? Any other threats being made against you?
With the IF, blood, I get threats all the time, man. I just pray to God, you know what I'm saying?
Have you been in fights at the jail?
I've been in 2 victims
With who?
with IF movement.
So have all YSL members been targeted since you guys been in custody? It's just like a given, or
It's not, it ain't just me. Anybody label YSL, they at you and they got us outnumbered because it's not a lot of us.
So now tell me why does IF have problems with you?
It all started by some rap, rich homie and young thugs. That's how that started. When they stopped hanging together and had their differences of stop speaking, and everybody else just followed suit.
But I really want you to help me understand because I mean rap battles are a media thing. You know they do rap battles. They have feed. Their records, their sales go up. How does this transform into people shooting at you and shooting at your loved ones, and then you guys having to pull up to shoot back? How did it get to this point?
It got to this point. Thug and rich homie fell out, which I don't know about, but they fell out and had words, and it was all on the internet and everything. And rich homie F game, like rich homie F game, he paid. He got up on the big nut with you. You know what I'm saying? And then he got up on the young kid. And then it just went from there. Nut was sending shots at Thug in the real blood, all that.
Alright, we think y'all know the story. Y'all got your own investigation. He done told you enough to get you started. He's not going into no more detail.
Somebody say something?
Yes,
Yes. Yes, you may.